Welcome to the Roman campaign for Et Impera. Now, unfortunately, guys, this is going to be the last part in this series, but it's not going to be the end of me doing a Roman campaign. What's actually happened is, as you might have guessed from the title of the video, is there has been a new update for Et Impera. It is now 1.2.2. Now, I've been tracking this update, but obviously not very carefully, because I was expecting it just to be a Barbarian overhaul, but there was something in it which has given me a bit of a problem and has also changed my thoughts on this campaign. But I will get to that in a minute. But just to give you a quick update, guys, of what I've been doing is I basically, in the last part, we captured Sparta, and I was all set for a battle against the Adrian Empire. You can see the Adrian Empire up here is quite powerful here, and I've seen people talking in the forums about how quickly the Adrian Empire grows, and I was really looking forward to having a real good set to with them. I mean, I think I could beat them, because first we were going to get rid of Epirus, who's been a real pain in the neck. They keep coming down here and raiding. So let's get to what probably a lot of you guys are coming from, based on the title, is the new update. Now, this is a lot bigger than I was expecting, guys, and I'm going to kind of go through them until I get to the one that's actually the reason why I'm going to stop doing this Let's Play. So let's get into it, guys. Now, obviously the big feature of this update is the Barbarian overhaul. It's quite interesting, actually, because the Iceni get new units in the grand campaign. So obviously there's going to be new units in Iceni. I haven't looked at them yet, guys, so I don't know what they are. I mean, I might make a specific video to do with the Barbarian overhaul if I get time. The problem at the moment is I'm very, very busy. Now, the next faction to get an update is the Avarni, and this one's interesting because the Avarni have been overhauled, but it also says, but other Gallic factions retain their original rosters to add variety. So they haven't just swept through the Gallic factions and just updated them all. What they've actually done is, the idea is to get a bit of balance in there, and I quite like that idea there, so I'm looking forward to maybe looking there. But the one that does intrigue me is the Dacian overhaul, because they've done exactly the same, only the Getae have been updated for the grand campaign and got new units. Other Dacian units remain the same, so there's an attraction there to maybe doing the Getae. And in addition, there's been some minor changes to the Numidians. I think they've got themselves an extra pseudo legionary unit, and the Galatians overhaul, they've gained an extra one legionary imitation unit. I'm not too sure what that is, but I'm assuming that it's equivalent to like an AOR legionary unit, and two Greek style units. So it might be quite fun to actually look at that their faction units when they come out as well. Now, that covers the Barbarian overhaul bit. Now the next bit I'm going to look at is the changes to the population economics. I'm just going to read this, guys, because I'm not totally sure what it means, and it might need a bit of translation, or may have to play a campaign to understand it. It says, added fix the population system's impact on region economics. High foreign population reduces subsistence income. Low population reduces total income. Now, I'm not sure if low population relates to a low foreign population, so it might so almost like you have to maintain a foreign population that's not too high but not too low. And then the next bit is higher relative class 1 and class 2 citizens will increase agriculture and industrial income. So what it means is that I suppose it's representing that if you've got an educated elite, they will increase the productivity of your area. And again, that kind of gives you a chance to maybe build buildings and actually focus things up. So that's the changes to population economics. And then it says plenty of balancing changes and other fixes, along with some battle changes. The two that struck my attention in the battle changes was the fact they've now made changes to how fatigue affects morale, and they've also slightly nerfed the towers. So that could be interesting, guys. Now, I'm aware that when it says plenty of balancing and bug fixes, there's quite a long list. What I will do is I will put the full release notes into the description of this video, so if you guys want to go through in the detail, and I will also put a link to the page where you can get the update inside Total War Forum, and of course it's also available on Steam. Now we're going to get to the one which basically scuppered this series, and it's made me have to need a bit of rethink of what I'm doing. And this says historical character systems. And I'll just read it first. Factions other than Carthage and Rome now have historical characters who will spawn within the player's family tree. The characters will include historical information and family lineage. Factions with limited historical references will get family member who is based on historical figures. So basically, obviously, in the ancient world, we don't know everything about the families of every faction, and therefore they're going to substitute it in so that it looks like it. At the top it says factions other than Carthage and Rome do not have historical factions. It gives the impression that Carthage and Rome don't, but the dilemma is, I saw Dresden talking about this in the forums, is that because of the different families in Carthage and Rome, there is a problem with obviously the families having different historical family members, and the way they've dealt with this is it says submods will be available for Rome and Carthage depending on the family that you play. And I actually have been into Steam and looked at this, and there is already a submod for Rome. I couldn't find one for Carthage, but I found one for the 3 families in Rome. So that is a big change for me, and that's what really grabbed my attention, guys. And this is the reason why I'm going to stop doing this series, because effectively what I want to do is restart Rome with the historical families submod in for there. I can't remember what family I'm actually playing now. Actually, what am I playing? I'm playing Patricia. I'm not sure what family that would actually be, so we'll have to have a look at that. But so I want to do that now, and then of course I had to sit down because my Egyptian campaign is very well advanced, and I don't want to upgrade from 1.2 to 1.22 because when I did it, when the official release came out, I had a few problems, and I don't want to risk that campaign. So what I'm going to do for the moment is stop this Let's Play and then try and work out a way that I can have both worlds, or in the case of the famous Brexiteers in this country, have my cake and eat it. sorry for the jive, guys. Now, so what I'm going to do is try and work out how I can do that so that I can carry on with the Egyptian campaign in 1.2 and find a way to have 1.22 installed along with the submod, because when I read the submod they said that you should not have it enabled if you are not playing that faction family. So I could have a conflict with mods that could actually damage the thing. So that's the reason why I'm suspending this campaign. And I think also another advantage is, which is fascinating me, and based on the addressing. Sorry, I'm going off a bit message now, guys. If you wanted to see the update, I've kind of basically covered it now. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this campaign. I'm going to be very, very interested that if I start as Rome again, whether the addressings are actually going to become as powerful again. Because some people have said that they've fought campaigns where the addressings have not become powerful, and others have fought there. See, the Getae are over here as well, actually. Oh, that's cool. So that's going to be an interesting experiment. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I don't want this to go on too long, but I kind of probably getting a bit more detail. I mean, I was doing really, really well here, guys. I mean, just to give you a quick flip through, see Rome here is already up to 6,473, and on the population basis here, get the population, come on, play the game please. You can see here, no, it doesn't actually tell me the population there. Region population, see I've got plenty of patricians and plebs and proletariat, because that, based on the change in this update, what it was saying is that if I've got a high for tier 1, tier 2, that means I would get a boost from my agriculture and industry, and I've got a bit of agriculture and industry in here. You can see I'm just building this up, so I mean that would work. And over here, I mean, I don't know what the population here would be. Again, this has got quite a high foreign population, so the income in this settlement could drop. Interesting. Let's have a look at this one. Of course, this would have quite high foreign populations as well. So I could actually take a bit of an income dive here, actually, guys, and I don't have that much in the way of income. And of course, Italians should be good. And of course, I'm still trying to consolidate Hellas at the moment because I've only got the 2 settlements, and I suppose this will have a phenomenally high foreign population. Yep, 30,000. So basically, I would take a hit in 3 of my provinces, and that could be an interesting mechanic to play in the future. And I think this is where I'm going to wind up, guys. I'm half tempted to fight this battle, but is it worth it? As I say, the addressings are coming in here. I mean, this is quite a big army. Okay, guys, just to play this video out, I'm going to fight this battle just for the sheer fun of it, just to round this series out. Wow, it says we're not going to win. What have they got here? Wow. I mean, they've got some pretty tough units here, guys. I mean, this isn't one of my better armies. Okay, we're going to fight this just to end this series on a bit of a bad show. I mean, if I lose, I lose. I mean, we're fighting in the fort. And of course, if you want to see battles against Rome, my Egyptian campaign is now moving into the crucial stage. I've effectively crushed the east. There's a little bit of work still left to do in that area, but now the big bit starts. I actually have to go to war with Rome and push through Macedonia onto Latinum. So my Egyptian campaign is getting to that very, very crucial stage. We've got some trees here. That's not particularly brilliant. I think I'd rather draw them out this way and spin the AI a bit so that we've got a clear killing field, I think. And we got these hoplite units here, so I think we're going to put these in front.
Understood.
And of course we're going to have our artillery behind. And we got here, actually a bit rusty, guys, so apologies. And I think we'll put the, actually nope, we'll put you in the centre because I didn't check whether they had cavalry. Okay, let's get these guys in the centre. I think we'll use the Terrari. The other thing, a problem with this campaign is pointed out. Apologies, somebody pointed it out, and I can't remember your name. Apologies, guys. But somehow, when I started this campaign, I actually started with the smaller units, and that was a bit of an oversight with me, for me. And of course, we're going to have our general. I think we'll have our general out on this flank. What have we got left here? We got Principes. We got swords. I think you guys can. I think we're
Italian swordsmen, spearmen, ready for orders.
Let's just have a quick check to see if they got any cavalry. Got a little bit of cavalry. Nothing particularly. They got predominantly infantry army, so I think we'll be okay, guys. I mean, I do want to win it. Let's.
We await your command. Missile infantry ready.
I think what we'll do is we'll keep.
Principes.
Keep the Principes here. Where's my Terrari? I think we'll keep the Terrari back. We'll make it a kind of a little bit like a maniple system. Okay, let's.
Yours to command.
Of course, we're going to do the usual. Drop in here. Here they come, guys. Cavalry charging in there as well. There's the cavalry coming out on that side, so Tarantine. They're opting to bring cavalry out on both flanks, okay.
Archers, by your command.
Flaming shots.
Fire! Burn the wretches!
Yeah, medium spear infantry. I don't really have that much in the way of, compared to the really tough got here. Here we were.
Rome is mother to us all. Ready! Mars, aid us!
Right, we've got cavalry coming out on this front.
General! Your orders? Obediamus! Ready and waiting. Missile infantry. Fire!
Right. General.
Our general is under attack.
Tarantine!
Right, the Tarantine's seen off the
Understood. Archer!
cavalry on that side. I think we'll get the Tarantine back this way.
Missile infantry at your command.
One of our units has used all its
Archers,
ammunition.
slingers.
Orders understood. Fire on the enemy. Ready. Principes.
Form square.
Follow square formation. Your orders. Fire on the enemy.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right. Right. Tarantines.
General. By your command. Tarantine cavalry.
Right, I think we've broken.
General.
Right.
Principes.
Principes.
Ready and waiting. Spear infantry at your
Get
command.
the Terrari in.
Axe warrior!
Axe warriors, you've used your ammunition, you pile in.
Missile infantry ready. Tarantine cavalry. Advance at speed.
Archers out this way.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Guys, get this side.
Archers. Now. We await
Back to normal shots.
loose.
Ah, the general's hiding back there.
Italian swordsmen. Swords. Quick march. Cohorts parati.
Okay. Wow, these guys are spread out.
Tarantine cavalry. Archers. Loose.
I think you guys can go and concentrate on those.
Ready infantry at your command.
General. I think what you can do is come up and inspire.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Use X-Men here. Okay.
Principes. Yours to command. Attack their position. Legio parati. Break to a man.
Hey, let's hit.
Now.
Just soften up this heavy melee infantry here. Archers.
We await your command. Orders. Yes, commander. Charge.
Get you guys in on this side.
Light hoplites.
Light hoplites. General out here.
Archers. Now.
Right, guys, fire into there.
Principes. Hack them down. Archers.
Archers into the centre.
Tarantine cavalry. To forward.
Go drive off these guys.
Archers.
You guys keep
Fire on
firing
the
in
enemy.
here.
General. Cohorts parati. Double time.
Coals coming round here. Wait,
Equite.
don't go charging into them. Hey, I think you can actually hit these guys.
And accurate. Riders. Move and burn.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, archers, come up here,
Fire on the enemy.
and of course we're going to get in here.
Cut them down.
Just round off. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, guys. Archers back.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
General's in pretty good nick. I think we could really devastate these guys. Okay, I think that's it. Quick to battle. We lost 175, we killed 1,873. We completely devastated them. Look at that, 203 kills, 253 kills. Goes to show how powerful the artillery can be against concentrated troops. I mean, I don't think they really had that much effect. In fact, well, I suppose they had some effect. Okay. So we're just going to kill them.
You have further orders? Is that all?
And I think we're...
At your
I don't know why it said low, predicted accuracy. Low.
at once.
And the might of Rome.
Ready for orders. On the
That's
move.
what I would do now, is try and find my agents. An agent over here. Let's deploy. Sorry I'm doing this, guys, but... And I think we'll get you going around here, because I'd like to see how powerful an army there. Which could probably... there. Anyway, this is the last part, so I don't know why I'm playing on, guys, but... And of course what I'd really love to do is kind of get up here and take out this settlement here, Dalmatia. The only trouble with this province is it's a bit icky. I think if I was going to play on, guys, just as an example, I would probably go for here. In fact, this is a good practice for my Egyptian campaign, because I need to work out how I'm going to attack, because in my Egyptian campaign I've got to this point here and I own roads, and I'm kind of thinking, I know this isn't really part of this campaign, guys, but oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's get that in line. I mean, there's two ways through. I can push through that way and take this top province here, or I could push that way and punch in underneath Rome by coming through the islands. The positive side is that if I come in through Crete and up through there, and say, remember this is my Egyptian campaign I'm talking about, I would effectively cut in underneath the Romans. The alternative is that I push through here, but obviously I would have to make Ephnithnacissos, so I'd effectively secure above the top of Rome, and I'd have Romans above and below me, which is going to make defending this area quite difficult. That's why I'm a little bit inclined to come that way. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about that in this part, guys, and I apologise. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. It was a fun battle. Now, I will reiterate, guys, this is only a suspension of this campaign while I sort out. Rome will be back, probably in a similar format to what I've already been doing, and we will be fighting with the new historical family mods all fully installed, and any other updates at the time. Got this poor little guy here
Advance.
who's
March.
suffering a little bit, you can see. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this short video. Again, sorry I got to terminate this series, but it's only for a short while. And of course it also reflects on the fact that I was talking about starting a new series in late August, that the new update's going to have an effect on that as well. So that may have to wait a little bit longer until I've got this issue sorted out. And what I will probably be doing is trying to drive forward a bit quicker with the Egyptian campaign. So on that note, hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.